Welcome, everybody. You know the drill. We got to check things out here first. Make sure everything sounds all right first, right? So let's do this first. Let's see. There we go, right there. I see it right there. Then make sure we got proper volume. That sounds good. All right. All right, man. Cool. What's going on, Jimmy T? All right. Can I hear myself now? Okay, cool. All right. There we go. Okay. So, anyway, I thought I'd just do a little live thing real quick before we head off to work. This is not going to be a long video. Hey, Bumble, what's going on, man? How are you? Oh, God, let's stretch these strings. Make sure everything is good. And we're playing the Epiphone Les Paul today, as you can see, right? And everything is still backwards on YouTube. Wow, that's just fantastic. Man. Sporting the new Eddie shirt, right? From the 1984 tour. Yeah. Lord. All right, let's go through these real quick, man. Make sure all this sounds okay first. That's good. That's not good. Battery might be dead in that one. Yeah, it ain't working. Okay, all right. Well, we won't use that pedal since the battery's going down, if not dead already, right? All right. So what I was wanting to do, I was wanting to try a little Allman Brothers, man. So if I can, it's a fun song. It's I haven't done this one in a while, so bear with me if there's mistakes here. AC/DC tone going on. Oh yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Kind of has that little feel to it, don't it? All right, man. Let's see if we can play this and get through it. All right, stand by. Hang on. Thank y'all for being here.
I'm dying. Sometimes I feel, sometimes I feel like I've been tied to the whipping post, tied to the whipping post, tied to the whipping post. Lord, I feel like I'm dying.
There we go, man. A little ABB to kick things off on this Monday. Man, excuse me. Let's see. Johnny Bean, what's going on, man? How are y'all doing? Thank y'all for jumping in here. Old man Dan, how are y'all? Hope you're doing well. Dry Heat, are you the one that requested Allman Brothers last time, man? On the last feed, it was either Dry Heat or Craig Tullius. One of those. I can't remember. So I apologize if I don't know. Michael Bishop, how are you doing, man? How are you doing? I'm trying to catch up on this chat here. Man, crazy stuff here. Oh, Lord, thank y'all for jumping in so much. Arby's. I can't get away from that, man. It doesn't matter. I haven't done an Arby's video in forever, and still get it. I don't know. I guess because I used to do it all the time. I guess I don't know. Can't get away from it. Jim Guidry, what's going on, man? How are you, sir? Dry Heat says he loves Allman Brothers Band, but it wasn't him that requested it. Oh, okay. Well, I apologize. It was somebody. I can't remember. It was like a week or two ago when I was playing this same guitar. What was it? I played some Cream, and somebody requested some Allman Brothers. Can't remember. Craig, wasn't you either? Okay, well, I don't know. I must be losing my mind. Oh, Lord. I wish I could play Black Dog. I do good Dude, that opening riff, man. Golly. Check my tuning, man. Something sounds out bad, man. That's good. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the old G string. It's always gotta mess with you, right? It's always a problem on these style guitars because of the way it sits in the nut there. I hear you, Johnny. Yeah, man. Ace Frehley switch thing. Oh, you mean the pickup smokes? Ace Frehley did that? Yeah. Nah, man. I wish I could. I wouldn't want to do that to my guitars, but the way he did that was cool, wasn't it? Let's see. You mean this? I don't know if that's what you're talking about or not. I remember when I first heard somebody do that. Randy Rhoads, I heard him do that on one of his little solo pieces, right? What was it? Pretty cool trick, man. Good way to wear out the pickup selector switch too, I would imagine. Man. Yeah, yeah. It was kind of popular back then, yeah. Have I heard No, I haven't heard of that podcast. No, Miss Janice, she sounded like my wife. She's in there watching her soaps. No, that's okay. You can watch the replay. Always watch the replay. Thanks for stopping in to say, hey, it's no big deal. We're not gonna be on here long anyway. Yeah, I haven't tried that riff in forever, man. I can't remember how it goes, man. I cannot remember. It's been a long time. Let's take it back to the 80s. Oh, yeah. And here's something that is a Johnny, if you're still in here, you can chime in on this. You know, you're a big Van Halen nut like I am, but there are certain little things that I hear people say on Running with the Devil. Before when the bass line is kicking in, right? And you hear this. You hear that, right? You hear how that sounds? And a lot of people say that he done that on the string tree on his the black and white, Frankenstein, first version. But have you ever done that on a string tree on a Fender style headstock or a Charvel, whatever? It doesn't sound from high to low like that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I've always thought that he'd done that song with his Destroyer, because his Destroyer had that kind of tremolo, right? Maybe I'm wrong. So am I correct, Johnny? It was something like this, right? When he did that little trick for hey, the old stoner, what's going on, man? Yes, he used the Ibanez. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, I heard somebody say that he did this, up there. I said, nah, man, that don't sound like that at all. Even on a Floyd Rose style guitar, don't sound like that. You listen to the beginning, Running with the Devil, on his. I mean, it's you can tell that's what that is, man. And wow. Do I know any Billy Squire? No, not offhand. I don't. I need to look up if there's any backing tracks available on karaokeversion.com and see if there's any of his music available. I've always been a big fan of Billy Squire. Excuse me. So that was right, Johnny. Okay, thanks, man. That's what I was thinking. And speaking of that, Ibanez, I guess that's what eventually turned into the Shark guitar. Is that right, Johnny? I think that's what's coming out now. I know y'all done talked about it, and a couple other channels have talked about it. But yeah, if you don't know by now, which I'm sure everybody does in the little community, that the EVH or HV3, whatever, is coming out with the Shark guitar, I believe. So if you're a fan of that, that's pretty cool. I never really was crazy about that guitar, but I think it's cool, to add to the series, definitely. Yes and yes, Johnny says. Okay, thanks, man. Johnny being the right hand man for EVH. Some of you know way too much about the history of Van Halen. I just know little bits and pieces, but I'm not. I couldn't tell you all the deep uh, things. I just don't know all that. Excuse me. Pardon me. Which is cool. I mean, it just depends. Personal preference. I mean, I'm a huge Van Halen fan, but I'm not going to dissect, what he had on this tour and what he did here and what I mean, that's all well and good, but to me, that's just, it doesn't matter to me. I just try to love to hear him play and listen to some of those licks, which I still can't do. My hat's off to people that can really do that stuff. But try that again. Let's see, where are we at? Did a 4-hour video yesterday about Van Halen. There you go. That's the place to go if you want to check all that out. I think that's awesome. Awesome deal, Johnny. You are the man of that, because there is no way I could sit here and do a 4-hour video. There's no way. On anything, I just couldn't do that, man. The old stoner, can you ever know too much about VH? It depends. It depends on, I guess how much of a diehard fan that person is. Bumbles. Which toilet did Eddie flush in San Diego? And the bad thing is, there'll be somebody that would know that. I was in there when he came out of the stall. It was the right one from the third one from the right, and he came out, and I said, "Hey, Eddie, what's going on, man?" Oh Lord. John, San Diego Sports Arena. Holy smokes, y'all are crazy, man. That's awesome. Oh Lord, that's something Rob would know, right? Rob Van Dam, he would know that. Yeah, my hat's off to you, man. If you can, do all that, which is, wow, man. Holy smokes. Marathon. There you go. Whew. Man. That's the thing to do, man. Do like I've said that before, but I know it's hard to do. 4 hours is long enough, but to do a 8-hour marathon would be just, can you imagine clicking on YouTube and then you're on and then you go 8 hours later and it's still on? It's like, what in the world, man? Golly, that is crazy, man. Do I know any Joan Jett? I covered one of her songs not long ago. Mr. Craig, she just turned 60. Yeah, that was a couple of days ago. She just turned 60, man. Okay. Bumbless, I couldn't tell you 5 hours of stuff with my own family. Yeah, man. Wow. That'd be some major prepping, wouldn't it? Man. Gamers, 24-hour streams. That is crazy, man. To me, that's just, whew. I'm like, damn, these people not have jobs, man. They don't go to work. I saw one, I'm not a gamer. I don't know nothing about none of that stuff. But I have seen on YouTube one time this one gamer, he was like, hey man, I'm not saying nothing bad, but it was out there for everybody to see. He was in a wheel, and this gamer was in a wheelchair, and I guess he had his girlfriend on the line. Y'all know what I'm talking about? And he was like taking all these donations and stuff. People were giving him all kind of money, man. He was in a wheelchair and he didn't know the camera was on him. He backed up and got up and walked out. Got up and walked, and then came back and sat down in the wheelchair. Man, he got busted. Charlie S., how are you doing? How are you doing, man? I just remember saying, I was like, man, that's crazy. And all these people getting these big time donations from, I don't know, something called Twitch or something. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know nothing about that stuff. I was like, is that real, man? Is somebody donating 10 grand to that person? Like, wow, that is insane. But Joan Jett, yeah, I did one of her songs. If you go back on this channel, Mr. Craig, and you'll see what I did there. her biggest hit. I think, well, one of her biggest hits, but her biggest hit that I know of. I love rock and roll, and I think I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say she covered that song. I thought that she wrote that song, but I think she covered it. Could be wrong, but I think she covered that song. And I didn't actually know that until recently. I was like, wow, man. Bumbleless, some of I guess the gamers are getting what's called swatted. SWAT team is called to their house on the gamers. Oh, I saw one that happened to one guy. Yeah. Yeah, man. He was doing a live stream and he heard a noise and he took his headphones off and he looked and he said, I think we're getting swatted. And I was like, what in the hell is he talking about? And yeah, and he got bum rushed by the SWAT team, police, whatever, and they had guns drawn and they threw his ass on the ground and everything. And the camera was rolling the whole time, man. And turned out to be a false alarm. I was like, man, that's crazy. Why would, man, you have to be careful what you share on stuff like this, man. You don't know what people are behind that keyboard. You don't know. You have to be careful. That's why. The Peach and Black podcast is on Prince. It's good. Thought you might. Oh, okay. Thanks, man. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Never heard of that at all. Wow. That's a lot of money. Yeah, it's crazy how things have changed. Nobody wants to work anymore. Everybody wants to try to make a living off of here. I can't figure that out. I'm like, man, do these people know that this could change at any given moment? It could be gone. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I couldn't depend on it, man. I like going to a job and I know I'm getting paid. This here's too much of a roll of a dice, man, to me. Michael Bishop. I used to be able to start partying on a Friday evening and quit on a Sunday. Nowadays, I want to be asleep by midnight on Friday. I heard that, man. Old man Dan says there's crazy stuff on the internet. Yes. A lot of crazy stuff, man. Crazy. Yeah. Old man Dan, give me all your money. Send it to me through PayPal. Yeah. Man. That's crazy. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I noticed that with Twitch. I was like, what is all this? What is this, man? They're trying to be yeah, how they're dressing and everything. I was like, yeah, okay, that's just eye candy's all that is, and people are dumb enough to give them money. I'm like, man, that's stupid, man. Dude, get a girlfriend. I mean, damn. Oh my God. Why aren't more people building Malcolm Young Gretsch replicas? I have no idea. I don't know. It's a good question. He was just a big of a part as Angus, in my opinion. GoFundMe, the worst for beggars. Yeah, that right there is I mean, everybody's got their own thing what they want to do, but that's a bunch of crap, in my opinion, man. Hey, Mike Ray, how are you doing? We tried to GoFundMe one time. It was about 4 or 5 years ago. About 4 years ago. We had a death in the family, and we did a GoFundMe to help try to raise money for the funeral. And nobody donated, man. It was like one or two, a few people did, but it was like, $20, $10. So that was really disheartening, and it was a legit cause, and so that really put a sour taste in my mouth with stuff like that. Nothing against the people personally, but it's just sad because it was something that happened, of course, unexpectedly, and we had to come up with the financial means to take care of it, and it was hard, man. It was hard. So anyway, so the GoFundMe, I think, is just it's not worth the trouble. They get a percentage of that anyway. Of course, nothing's free, right? Yeah, there's a lot of fakers on. Yeah, and that makes it bad for people who legitimately are, you know, asking for a donation. It's kind of like the people you see on the street corners. We'll work for food. They ain't going to work. They ain't going to do nothing. They just want your money. You know. So that's just how I feel. Craig, is the color of your guitar considered lemon burst? Yeah, JJ Collins said lemon burst. And I guess that's true, but I remember when I ordered it, it said dirty lemon. I remember it said that in the description, but I guess it could be the same as lemon burst. I'm not a I'm not a professional at this stuff, but I could have swore that it said dirty lemon, and that's what caught my eye. I said dirty lemon, and I said, man. So it's I don't know, but I guess this yes, lemon burst, same thing. I would think same thing. Old man Dan said we've tried crowdfunding for our charity stuff and no avail as well. Yeah, no, yeah. A lot of people are real skeptical, and I understand that. I really do, man. I mean, I'm the same way. I'm like, I don't know that person on a personal level. I'm not, and that's why I've never understood about the telethons and stuff like that. When I was growing up, they raised all this money every year. They raised millions of dollars, man, and they ain't found a cure for that stuff yet. Nah, man, come on. Somebody's padding their pocket. They got a cure. They just don't want to do it because they would lose money. Let's be for real. They'd lose money. That's why I mean, come on. You don't think they could find a cure for the common cold? Absolutely. But look how much money the pharmaceutical company would lose, and the doctors and everybody. Everybody would lose money, man. You know? R2, R3, what's going on, man? How are you, man? Quick hello from work. All right, brother. Thank you for checking in, R2. Thank you very much, man. Killer guitar player, R2, R3. Huge respect for him, man. Old Stoner. So many people have abused that stuff. No one believes when it's legit. That's true. That's true. It's just like anything else in life. When you try to do something honest or whatever, there's always that one jerk that screws it up for everybody, Let's see. Hey, Zach, how are you, man? Let's see. Yeah, that's right, old man Dan. There's more money in a treatment than a cure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's just a money grab. It's crazy. That it's sad. You know, it's like, man, why don't you put a cure out there to cure people, man? And but I just believe there's some deep dark secrets out there that will never be revealed. What is that? What is that called? The CDC, the Center for Disease Control or whatever. Ain't that what that place is? It's got all that stuff out there where they treat all these viruses and everything. Man, come on. That's right. Yeah, nobody's going to do anything unless that they are getting some money. I mean, it's just like with like here in South Carolina, they within the past, I don't know, few years, they started selling so-called moonshine. I'm not a moonshine drinker, but good and well that stuff is so diluted. There's probably just barely a percentage of moonshine in the container or jar or whatever it is you buy it in. But the reason they finally made that legal here is the government's getting a piece of the action, man. So, same thing with medical marijuana. You know, in my opinion, that stuff helps people that need it, man. I mean, people with serious illnesses, that stuff helps, man. I mean, you ain't never seen nobody get overdosed on marijuana, or come on now. I mean, you never seen that. Thank you, Craig. Thank you for popping in, man. It ain't gonna be long. I gotta go too. It's almost 3 o'clock. Crap. Um, yeah, it is very helpful. Yeah, I'm not I don't, my, I do know somebody, I'll put it this way, that has, what's it called? It's not carpal tunnel. It's something else. I forget the name of the condition. Uh, Fibromyalgia. I can never say the word, man. I can't never say it. It's something. I guess it's something to do with a lot of achy bones and muscles and stuff. And it gets really, really bad. And they'll take a hit or two off a joint, man, and it goes away. And you're good for like 3 or 4 days. So I mean, I believe in it 100%. I mean, come on, man. But see, they just made that legal in some states because the government's getting money. That's all. Yeah, there you go. The soul stoner. Thank you, man. Yeah, I can never say that word to save my ass. Yeah. Yeah. Make weed legal, man, all over. I mean, I understand if you working and you operate machinery or, whatever. I understand that. Don't do that. That's stupid. But I mean, what is it? Now we've had some guys from where I work get busted and get fired, man. They popped a drug test on them and they were gone because of marijuana. I think marijuana stays in your system for like 30 days. I think that's what I heard. I think that's what I heard. I'm not 100% sure, but I heard that from somewhere. 90 days, old stoner says. Well, there you go. One joint, it's in your system for 90 days. So yeah, if it's 3 months, yeah. Larry Riker, how are you doing? I just don't see, I mean, the medical stuff helps, man. I mean, shoot, man. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I really don't. Simon Williams, tax on drugs. Hey, Simon, how are you, man? Yeah. Dry heat. Weed equals Doritos and cartoons. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you don't want to eat a muffin with poppy seeds on it because, man, which I don't eat that anyway, but I've always heard you have that, your fellow drug test in a second, you're done. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not good, man. Bad stuff. Yeah. Hey, EJ's, what's going on, man? He's getting ready to celebrate his 420th sub with a video. All right, 420, baby. Woo. All right, awesome, man. Congratulations. There we go. Michael Bishop right there. He says, my wife has MS and smokes a little each day, but not legal here in Indiana yet. Yeah, but Mr. Bishop, it helps, does it not? Doesn't it help? I saw a video. It was on Facebook, and I don't see how this could have. I was like, man, there's no way that video could have been fake. This poor guy, he had like I don't know if it was MS or Parkinson's or something. He had something, man, and he just could. Bless his heart. He was an older gentleman, and excuse me, I don't know if I can't remember if it was something he ate, like a cookie, or if he smoked it. I can't remember, but like 10 minutes later, man, he wasn't. He was like normal. He wasn't jerking around, and you know, and he was able to actually lay down and relax. I said, see, man, what that helps people, man. It helps people. Wow, lemon poppy seed muffins are good, man. Oh yeah, Bumbleless. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Eventually it will be. It's just taking its sweet time, right? Yeah, I agree. I think it's cruel too to keep it banned. I think that's ridiculous, man. I think that's I'm gonna tell you something right now, man. If my wife, God forbid, had a condition, just like was it Mr. Bishop that said about that, I'd be doing that in a heartbeat for my wife. It would help her so she wouldn't have to go through that, you know, all that crap of those reactions and stuff, man. Yeah, you damn right I'd do it. I'd get it. And it would help her, because it's not, as far as I know, it's not legal here in South Carolina. As far as I know, it's not. I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure it's not. South Carolina is what you call bass backwards, man. The one good thing that I can say about South Carolina is they don't, and it's a good thing, but they make up for it. They get you back in a lot of other ways. South Carolina does not inspect your vehicles. They don't do vehicle inspections here. So you can have the craziest piece of crap going down the road and it's smoking out the exhaust and it stinks and nobody says nothing. The cops let them go on because there's no vehicle inspections here. But they get their money back in other ways, man, with the taxes and everything else. It's ridiculous, man. It's crazy. Let's see. Michael Bishop. Yes, it does. Yes. Mr. Williams says, stop wasting law enforcement time because it is illegal and start collecting taxes from those who grow it. There you go. Very interesting, this old stoner. Man. He says not only that, but you can make all kind of textiles and things out of the hemp aspect of it. Wow. Yeah, that's right. They can treat so many things, man. And I'm like, wow, man, what is the big deal? Oh man, Dan, that means you can build a monster of a street rod, of an illegal street rod, and have fun. I don't know about all that here, but I just know that they don't do vehicle inspections. I remember when I moved here, I was like, oh, that's awesome. They don't do vehicle inspections here. So now don't get me wrong. I've been pulled over for this plenty of times, but especially late at night coming home. If you got one little bulb out, it could be the bulb for your tag light, whatever, they will pull you over. So there's a prime example of how they're, what I mean? It's crazy. Yeah, that's right. Old man Stoner. There's so much you can do with it besides get high. The high is just a cool side effect. Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah. Bumbleless. Lots of East Coast have no inspection. Hillbillies can't afford it. Well, I'm not a hillbilly, but I will say I'm glad they don't have it here because to me that was just a money grab from hell. And then pull in here, let's do an inspection. I'm like, really? Pay all that damn money for that? I couldn't stand that, man. Man, it was crazy. So anyway. That's going to do it for today, man. I got ready to go. It is almost 3:00. It's time for me to ride. thank y'all for being here, man, and having this great discussion. It was very interesting. Yeah, up in smoke. Yeah. That's about what this episode's going to be. It's going to be up in smoke here in a minute. Okay. All right. Thank y'all very much for being here. Had a lot of fun chatting with y'all. Thank you. Excuse the sorry plan. Had a lot of fun doing the Allman Brothers song. Hope you enjoyed it. And yes, thank you, the old stoner. Thanks, man, for being here. Everybody, thank you so much. Larry Riker, EJs, guitars, dry heat. I mean, everybody, man. Everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. And yes, thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate it, man. And y'all have a great day. We'll see you in the next video, man. I gotta jet out of here. Take care, guys. God bless. See you later. Bye-bye.